He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to San Antonio, Texas, where a police department academy cadet was hospitalized Tuesday after accidentally shooting himself. What body part, Jeff?
In the dick.
No, it was not in the dick. It was in the foot.
Yay?
IWB dick, OWB foot.
Yes.
So the cadet, a man between 30 and 40, suffered a gunshot wound to his foot after his weapon discharged accidentally. Emergency crews responded to the academy and transported the cadet to a local hospital for treatment. Officials said the injury is not life-threatening. They did not release his identity. Additional details about how the accidental discharge occurred have not been released. Now, is it an accidental discharge? Or
So
is it a sick P320?
I just did some of the Google foo, and according to the Google foo, the San Antonio Police Department is primarily issued Smith & Wesson M&P platforms.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed to be a 9mm 2.0.
So unless you got a handcuff key in the holster, should be fine.
Right, or I know some departments switch to like, whatever you call on, you can carry. We don't care. Like, whatever. Yeah. So maybe not. Maybe had finger on booger hook when he went to reholster.
Right. Booger hook. Yes. That's whenever I hear somebody say booger hook on the bang switch, I always know that's somebody who never shoots pistols.
It gets through it gets through to the non-shooters very quickly.
I suppose. It's just so cringy.
I know, but it's like when you described the thumb over thumb grip as two dogs fucking. People will remember that forever.
I've never heard that before.
Oh.
I've never heard that, ever.
I bet you'll remember it.
I will now. I won't ever be able to think of it any other way. Speaking of animals fucking, there is a Minnesota Habitat license plate that looks like a buck nailing a doe. It is fantastic. One of my shooting buddies, Chris, has one. It literally looks like a doe is getting hammered by a buck from behind. It's fantastic. Anyway, enough about animals having sex and stuff. We have a guest on the show this week. His name is Dustin. He is a friend of mine from right here in the Sioux Falls area, and he's been shooting Revolver this year, even though he owns semi-automatic pistols. He's on the show with us this week. Welcome, Dustin.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We're going to talk about all things Revo coming up a little bit, but we have other interesting things to talk about as well. So, first off, okay, USPSA has drama. There's more drama this week.
Always drama.
Yeah. I mean, it's not big drama, but there's some, sort of minor drama, just more bitching than actual drama. I couldn't help but notice this Instagram post. Instagram apparently thought I would like shooting sport drama. So it dropped some shooting sport drama into my feed.
Okay.
The drama is a sporting clays shooter, one of the best in the world, has been suspended from NSCA.
Oh.
I'm guessing is National Sporting Clays Association? Yeah.
Sure.
His name is Brandon Powell, and I don't know what it was, what he did. The Reddit says he's kind of a dick. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess he got DQ'd, which got me wondering, what do you have to do to get DQ'd from a sporting clay shoot? Like, I have no idea. I would imagine pointing loaded guns at people would get it done, but...
Right, but you can literally break the guns open, throw them over your shoulder, or let the barrel sit on your foot. So they're not that strict.
Yeah. Wait, Dustin, you were a trap coach, high school trap coach. What?
I don't know. I was just going to say the exact same thing as Jeff. People be putting them on their foot, for flinging them all over the place. But yeah, only thing I can think of is waving a loaded gun around, because if it's broke open, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, which is terrifying when you're following a pheasant hunter who's got the barrels pointed at you. Yeah, I don't know what the drama is, but I just sort of wanted to let other USPSA nerds know, hey, there's goofy drama in other shooting sports too that are small and niche.
And this one, apparently he did something because whatever we found this report on says he has received a 10-year ban.
Well, there's a bunch of back and forth. He had gotten a 5-year ban before, and then I guess it was rescinded, and now allegedly it's a new 5-year ban. I don't know. It's all over the place. I'm not in the sporting clays world at all. I mean, I've shot sporting clays once in my life. It's kind of fun. It's pretty hard for a pistol nerd. I'll say that. Even for a guy who shot trap and stuff, it's not easy. It's pretty challenging, but you are just standing there, so I don't know how you get DQ'd. And I guess he got DQ'd 3 times. Some of it has been for on the range behavior things, but
oh yeah, no one in this thread has anything nice to say about him.
No, not at all. But anyway, I guess he's really good. You can take a lesson from him for $600, I guess. I came across some of that on his Instagram, but
does he hold you tightly at the end?
I don't know.
At least let us cuddle.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Anyway, so there was that. Jordan Salinas, the guy that had the suppressed 5.7 pistol.
Yep.
At the Idaho
Falls,
the Twin Falls, Idaho shooting. He was on ABC News. He was on Good Morning America this week.
Nice.
I was kind of shocked to see the guy who returned fire, who was a civilian with an NFA item on his pistol, actually on national news. I never thought I would see that in my life ever. Anyway, here's some of the interview they had with him. It's not long. It's like 30 seconds.
It was like a switch, like, okay, green light.
You said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real. It's happening. As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people.
You were actively taking cover behind the in and out sign.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was. When those first shots broke at him, I mean, he had no idea.
You had said he didn't like the bullets going both ways.
No, he seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars. And then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
So we had this discussion last week about if you saw the guy with a suppressed pistol shooting in the vicinity of an active shooter, and, facts are very unknown in the moment. Dustin, what would you think of the guy with the suppressor on his pistol? Would you think he's good guy or bad guy? Like, what would be your instinct?
Probably bad.
I'm surprised everybody thinks bad.
Like, I understand why it's probably the good guy, because why is the bad guy going to go through the trouble of using a suppressor and getting a suppressor? But I don't know. First instinct, too many movies. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, I guess I'm outvoted. I don't know.
It's one of those items that you don't normally see, and
especially pistol suppressor. Like almost everybody I know owns either, and a 22 suppressor can go on a pistol as well, but most of the guys I know have rifle suppressors. Very few of those guys who own suppressors own pistol suppressors.
Right, because they're trash.
I mean, they're literally a range toy. They have so much less practical use.
Well, and
unless they're on a rifle of a pistol caliber, but
and some of it comes down to the only time I see a suppressor on a pistol is either dipshits doing dipshit stuff or it's a hitman in a movie. You've never seen the good guy, depending on if you consider Brad Pitt and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the good guy, use a suppressed pistol to save orphans and puppies and stuff. So, yeah, if I rolled up on a situation and was like, that, like I said, when I saw the initial video, kind of just scrolling, I was like, that dude doesn't look like a good guy. And that's just my natural, first instinct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no one agrees with me on this, by the way, so I'm not going to stand here and try to say I'm right, but at the same time, I don't know, that was my first instinct, is bad guys don't have suppressors. How often do you see drug busts where, they get a bunch of guns, but they don't really get suppressors ever?
Well, I would start with suppressors aren't that common, period, and then I would say that bad guys get suppressors in the way that you take a piece of pipe and turn it into a suppressor. Like,
okay,
I'm not expecting them to have, a Huxwork $1,800 flow through.
Probably not.
Nice one. But
okay. Okay. There was other. Let's go to our drama though. USPSA drama.
Woo.
USPSA announced the nationals for next year.
Oh God. Okay.
And they've got. I mean, there are things I like about it. 100%. There are good things about what they're doing with nationals next year. They have added nationals. There are more than there were this year and last year, and the year before. I think.
Finally, get the books in order. Let's start wasting money again. Hell yeah, brother.
A lot of the nationals, though, are like they're not really spending much at all, especially the ones they contract out. I mean, they're just writing a check for, I don't know exactly how much, but they're not writing a six-figure check to subsidize those nationals. I mean, it's mostly on the host club to do it, but the thing that's pissing everybody off is Carry Optics Nationals is going to be in June.
In Alabama.
In June in Alabama, yeah.
Two things I don't want.
Right.
Alabama in late June.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it will be the best time. Because the one thing, if it's, it doesn't get as humid and hot here as it does in Alabama, but on the rare occasions it does, usually the wind is blowing.
Yep.
And that's not really a thing when you're surrounded by trees in a forest.
No, I mean, everyone that I talk to that shoots in the South, when the summer starts, the shooting stops.
Yeah.
And our glorious council has decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the most popular division of the sport. We're going to put it at a facility I've never heard of, in a town I've never heard of, in Alabama at the end of June.
Yeah.
Because fucking reasons. I don't know.
I think the venue is probably fine. I looked at it on Google Maps, and they've got like 27 bays or 24 bays, I think is the number I counted. They have a shitload of bays.
Okay, but what's the nearest,
Birmingham Airport is 40 minutes away.
Okay, so we're staying in Birmingham.
And there's another town that's not nearly as big, but it's big enough to have several hotels that's I think 20 minutes away.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so maybe a little bit of a dick. I'm not, but maybe a little bit. So yeah, June 23rd through the 27th, Carry Optics Nationals. Then July 16th and 18th at Forest Lake, run by Tanfo Timmy for multi-gun.
Yep.
I love Timmy. Every match that I've shot at Timmy's range, I've very much enjoyed. Another place I do not want to be is Minnesota in July.
But that's not any different than here.
Oh, the mosquitoes are going to be the size of fucking
I've
birds.
been there. It's not any worse than here. Honestly, I mean, it can be in Minnesota, but that range is right next to a city where they probably spray for mosquitoes. I don't remember ever having mosquito trouble. I've been to Forest Lake a bunch of times. I don't ever remember mosquitoes being a problem.
Okay, maybe that's just me bitching, but
you go to a lake in Minnesota in July, yeah, you got bug problems.
Well, and then Timmy is trying to burn himself out of the sport because he's doing PCC Nationals September 17th through 19th, which, hey, you know what? When we could do this thing called Carry Optics Nationals in mid-September. That's almost like a reasonable time to have a nationals for the most popular division in the sport. Oh wait, no, we're gonna do PCC Nationals because fuck it, sure. And then
I mean, I would just I don't know. I'm guessing they feel like they couldn't do as big of a pistol match. Part of this is when shit's available. That is 100% one of the logistical problems I do understand. When is the shit available?
I mean, Brucey, hey, when's Rapid open, homie?
Right.
We do CO Nats, late September, early October,
right?
Up in Rapid. I don't know that. That facility's nice.
Everybody does an application, and then it's just crickets until here's the social media announcement. Like, come on, you guys, it's not that hard. Send a fucking email. It's really not that hard.
Well, and also if we're trying to spread them around or I don't know.
I think that's fine. Spreading them around.
No. Okay, let me finish the statement.
Okay.
I don't know who the fuck this Brock's Gap Training Center people are, but that both of the nationals are there, and that the less popular one is in October is really fucking cunty.
Yeah.
So, hey, instead of burning out all of the Alabama people doing 2 nationals in their neck of the woods, they get one, and I don't know, somewhere up north gets another one, or somewhere more towards the west. Like all of these are east, other than low cap Nats in Arizona.
Yeah. When Forest Lake's barely east. I mean, technically it's west of the Mississippi, but barely. I mean, we're talking by like 10 miles.
Right. So it's like you're trying to tell me that. I mean, I'm going out to SUPs. I've never been there before. They've hosted a shit ton of nationals there. You're telling me there's nowhere in the western half of this country that might want to host one of these. So
yeah.
I'm just I'm not going to nationals next year because I'm not fucking going to Alabama in June.
No,
fuck that.
I'm irritated that Rapid. If I'm being honest, I don't think Rapid was ever on the list and never had a chance of getting a nationals, and I don't think they ever will have a chance of getting a nationals as long as Jake is working for the org. For whatever reason, doesn't want to deal with it. Wants things to be in places. I mean, okay, we're going back to Alabama, not CMP. I guess we are going to CMP for World Speed Shoot.
Yep.
But we're just going a little further down the road for more matches.
Where does Jake live
in
again?
Alabama? He doesn't live there, but I don't know what it is about Alabama. If his buddy Brian is part of it, I don't know. If that's some influence, Brian Conley I'm talking about, I have no idea. But all I know is I got gaslit like a motherfucker last year whenever I asked about, hey, what about nationals in Rapid City? And, well, Mount Rushmore is a thing, and there's so many people that go there. And the hotels are so expensive. Well, okay. The hotels are expensive June through mid-August. After that, they're pretty normal.
Yeah.
I looked for the last weekend this August. Your average hotel room is between $110 and $170.
So what they cost all the time.
Which is what they are everywhere. It's what they were in Kansas City for Free State this weekend. I mean, it's... Gah. I did hear... I talked to one board member, and they said wind was a concern. Okay, but they learned how to brace things, and wind was not an issue at Rushmore. So, I don't know. I'm irritated in general by mostly that. Of course, I'm wanting it in my state because then I have a handgun nationals that's 5 hours from my house instead of a plane ride and a rental car away. But, I think the PCC nationals. I kind of want to go. I'm not gonna lie.
I support PCC nationals as a concept. I do.
As its own event, 100%.
Yes, it makes perfect sense for it to be its own thing. I have no problem with that. I'm more worried about burning out Timmy because he's awesome, and you don't want to burn out a great match director. But it's just that they gave them the most optimal time to have a nationals. You're like, please, can we have September?
Why couldn't Carry Optics just be in Forest Lake that weekend?
Hell yes.
Or why couldn't Carry Optics, the most popular division in the sport, just put it in October in Alabama?
I feel like you could almost run like a Carry Optics regional where it's just like 4 regionals and then you could do one big one because it's that popular.
Yeah.
It's never not going to sell out. And having one at Forest Lake and one down in Arizona at Rio Salado and then one up in Pennsylvania or wherever in the Northeast, and then you can have the one in Alabama and then find somewhere to have like the actual nationals like we've talked about before would make way more sense than, hey, most popular division in the sport, you guys are meeting in June in Alabama, while PCC, you guys get the most optimal time to have a nationals at a very good range.
And you know what? I mean, I'm no member at Forest Lake or anything, but like if they could host a national handgun match, they added 3 more pretty good sized bays. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess they are a little light overall in bays. 11, 12 if you add those other ones. And then they could probably throw some in the rifle ranges too, but I always have it in my head they have so many bays, and I guess they don't have as many bays as I remember. But oh wait, no, there's another one there. They're a little light. They're big though, but they're like CMP. I mean, they had nationals at CMP forever. But
right, you just do a shit ton of.
Does the match have to be enormous though?
No, we've talked about that before too. It's like we have this. Oh, we must have 20 stages or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we need to have a good test of the skills.
Good. Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like you could do a high quality one with Forest Lake with their facility, or I mean, shit tons of small courses like how Iowa does it, where their bays are so fucking big. You have a medium long course in the back of the bays, and then you have a short course at the top of the bay, and boom, you now just doubled how many stages there are.
But then we can't fit as many people into the match.
Fuck them.
And it's harder to pay for staff. Well, if you have fewer stages, you need fewer staff.
It's like magic.
I know. Anyway, I was a little irritated by it, but anyway, I want to move on, and I want to talk about Revo. But before we talk about Revo, I have to say, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month, and you will get all of the second episode every single week. I have 407 comps in stock, red ones. I have 507 comps in stock. If you want one, go to notanothershootingshow.com and get yours. Dustin just got a couple of gold ones. That was a special order.
Oh, they're gold.
He likes the gold. I like gold. Why do you like gold, Dustin?
I don't know. I just like it. I tried it, and it was cool, and now I just wanted more.
Okay. More gold.
I haven't put them on anything yet, but...
Well, you have one on a revolver.
I have one on a revolver.
Yeah.
I haven't put the new ones on anything yet.
Not Another Shooting Show on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. There will be more videos someday, I promise. r/NASS, that is the Reddit. There was a lot of stuff going on there this week. I had to eat some crow, where I'm going to later. MW Activewear, the finest jerseys you can get for your match. I had a guy actually message me this week asking, you say it all the time, but I couldn't remember who's the jerseys you talk about. MW_AKTIV_wear, as in clothes you wear on Instagram. Best way to get a hold of Michelle. Illinois section is coming up this weekend, August 15th and 16th in Havana, Illinois. Minnesota section is August 29th and 30th in Forest Lake, and Wisconsin Belt PCSL Championship September 26th and 27th in Forest Lake. Or not Forest Lake, in Lodi, Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a different state from Minnesota, even though they kind of feel the same to a guy from South Dakota. Wisconsin's just farther away. Okay. Dustin, this year you decided, I'm going to shoot Revolver. Why?
It started for the memes.
Okay.
It was Ryan, our gun club president. He shoots Revolver, but he never shoots. Mm-hmm. He shoots the Winter League at Gary's sometimes, but the big joke was we were both going to shoot Revolver at Great Plains and be the only ones and win first and second place, and then like 4 more Revolvers showed up.
And then he didn't.
And then he didn't, yeah. But, I found my 627 and started playing with it, and it tickles the autistic part of my brain, and I just kind of fell in love with it.
We should have mentioned that in your intro. Dustin has the record for the TISM test. he sent me the screenshot of it because I had forgotten, because I thought Bruce had the record, and no, Dustin has the record at 179.
179.
out of 200.
I don't know what the top is, but he's got it all. But it makes sense why you chose Revolver now.
So you do find Wheelie Go Gats to be fun, or is the like suffering the fun?
A combination of both. Well, before I got into shooting sports, I was into triathlons and bicycle racing and half marathons. So I do enjoy suffering.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Very, very much so. So you said you shoot a Smith & Wesson 327, so that's 38 special?
A 627, and well, the TRR8 is technically a 327, but they're 357s, but I shoot the 38 short Colts out of them, which is just a short 38 special, basically.
They're so cute. They're a cute little cartridge.
And you make power factor with that? Or have you
Barely.
tested it? That steel just goes ding, boom.
Yeah, so I think at Rushmore, I think I wasn't making power factor. I think my powder thrower kind of drifted down, and I didn't check it enough. So I don't think I was making power factor there, and I did get popper fucked, so it makes sense.
I don't think you got popper fucked. I think
that one was set a little janky, but
it was set janky, but you did edge it well below the calibration circle. But I was so surprised when Matt came up and he just center punched it. I've never seen an RM. I don't know if I have ever seen an RM center punch the calibration circle, or I'm just not remembering. Usually they'll like keep it a little lower in the calibration circle, or they just suck at shooting, one or the other. But usually they'll try to hedge a little bit for you, or some will, some don't, I guess. I think they're supposed to aim for the center, but yeah. And I think that was the same popper that fucked Jeff. I don't know if it was or not.
Fuck that popper.
But
Bay 4?
I don't know. He shot it and it went down, and that was fine. The thing that pissed me off was as soon as he shot it and it went down, he said, "Yeah, you should tighten that bolt up.
Yeah, you should fix it."
Yeah.
Oh, get absolutely fucked.
Yeah, that was kind of a dick move.
Yeah, I don't care for that. If it didn't need adjusting, it didn't need adjusting.
Correct.
Because calibration is infallible. We have
calibration can suck my dick.
Calibration. Okay.
I should be able to fight whoever has to calibrate it. So 38 short Colt. Where do you find?
I was actually just Googling that.
Right. Like, did you buy it and then like shoot it and then just been reloading the same brass, or can you only buy the brass? Do you cut it yourself? What do you do?
So you can cut it yourself out of 38 specials. I bought 1,000 this spring from Starline, and I'm still shooting the same ones. I've got like 970 of them left so far, but
that's
the reason for
you don't lose brass.
That's correct. Everybody picks up moon clips and gives them back to me. It's great. But the reason for the short Colt is when you hit the ejector rod on your revolver, a 38 special doesn't clear the cylinder, but a 38 short Colt does. So they fall out.
Oh, sure. Because the ejector rod is too short to actually get it all the way out.
Yep.
So when you eject your moon clip, is the gun actually? You're not tipping it up, are you?
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I do the Jerry Michalik method because I have nobody around to teach me anything, so I have to watch Jerry videos. So that's
from the early 2000s.
Probably. So when you're shooting, you hit that ejector with your right hand, and then you flip that cylinder out with your middle two left fingers and let go of the gun with your right hand. You hit that ejector with your left thumb while the gun is pointing straight up. And while you're doing that, you're grabbing the next moon clip with your right hand, and you tip the gun back and throw it back in. Is the idea. I'm still not that great at it, but we're learning.
So what is the thing you like most about Revolver itself? Like, I mean, you just like the guns, you just like what is it? Because like I like revolvers, but I would never shoot one in a match.
That's what everybody says.
I know.
It's really fun to shoot them at Steel Challenge.
It is.
If I had a 7 or 8 shot, I would totally shoot Revolver at a steel challenge.
I don't know. I am just the guy that likes the challenge of it, I think. I don't really have a great answer. I just started doing it and like, this is fun, and it makes clicky clacky noises when you're hitting double action triggers and cylinders are rotating.
Whenever I watch one of your videos, or there was a guy who shot Free State and posted his Revolver video, I get so frustrated watching them because
it hurts the soul.
There's so many things you can't do fast when you're shooting that gun. I mean, one of them is just the shooting in general, because you have this long double action trigger you have to press. So, sub 20 splits are not really a thing with Revolver. You don't have a dot, at least in USPSA. So that's another
unless you're shooting L10.
Unless you're shooting L10 at Rushmore. I forgot about that. That's right.
L10 state champ.
I think you're getting a plaque, by the way. Oh, shit. I have to order the plaques for Great Plains. Fuck. I forgot all about that.
This is why you can't put people with ADHD in charge of shit.
I always used to order them and hand them out at the match, but I got tired of shipping them, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to ship them all. And then I just forgot about them until now. Oh, damn. Okay. So those will be coming out sometime in September, everybody. Sorry. You'll get your plaques, but it's probably going to be September before you get them, because I'm going to be gone a lot the next couple of weeks. So, okay. What has frustrated you shooting Revolver, though?
This past week has been really frustrating me so I was worried about making power factor when I went to IRC. And
I forgot to ask you about that. That was one of the reasons you started shooting it, was because the ICOR World Championship was in Rochester, Minnesota, like 3 hours from here.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
There was 110 guns. So at ICOR, you can shoot multiple days in multiple divisions.
So there could have been like 50 people there, but everyone shot 3 guns, so...
It was less than half shot 2 guns. So there's probably 70 shooters, 110 guns.
Okay.
And ICOR is very small. I imagined it to be much bigger. I asked around at IRC, so how many members of ICOR are there? And it's only in the 800s.
Oh, wow. It's tiny.
Yeah, I was expecting a couple thousand, but there's nowhere on any website or anything that you can find information. Somebody said it's in the board meeting minutes, and last they heard it was 800 something.
Oh, man. And I thought USPSA was tiny.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Hey, I just saw Hunter Constantine was a match title sponsor.
He was.
I'm on ICOR's website right now. I saw the Hunter Constantine logo. I'm like, really? Well, good for him. Hell yeah.
I got a belt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can hang a Revolver on a belt.
So the funny thing is, ICOR media guy, he's the only one who shot from concealment. And he DQ'd himself.
Oh, let's go. Did you hear how?
He hooked his thumb on his shirt on the draw, and gun went flying.
Oh no!
Of all the guns I am the least worried about, though, it's a Revolver. Even a gamer Revolver. Like that shit is
landed between his legs facing backwards on the ground.
But it's a paperweight. I'm not worried about that going off. Some open guns? I don't know if I would trust them with the safety on necessarily. But so I mentioned earlier, whenever I watch Revo videos in USPSA, it looks like a bad time. Is it better in ICOR?
Yes, very much so. Because you're not the only one there.
Everyone's not just looking at you. Why are you slowing the match down?
Oh, that's a thing. I have become very popular, and I wasn't expecting or aware that was going to happen. Everybody wants to watch the Revolver guy, and even if he sucks, nobody cares. They just want to watch the Revolver guy.
Oh, man. Well, you even hogged out your chambers.
I did.
He sent me videos on Snapchat after he got. Did you buy or rent the reamer from Brownells?
I bought one.
You bought one and reamed out, made the chambers bigger so the rounds would basically turning the chambers into a magwell.
Well, it just kind of puts a little 45 on the end of the chambers so you can drop your whole moon clip in and it falls in easier, which was going to be the goal today at the match, but I was still fighting sticky cases, so that went out the window. But
oh yeah,
I have this problem where I thumb in every moon clip, and you should just drop them and give it a little shake, and it's faster. But I can't not just give it a push.
Is it because you didn't properly resize some of your brass in the past?
No, they fall in just fine. It's just
a bad habit.
Just a bad habit.
Oh, okay. Tell the story of your. I got messages from Dustin when he was at IRC and was not having a good time at. Well, and there was the video he posted on our Reddit too. If you go back a ways on our Reddit, you can. There's a video. I think it's called "Not the Way to Start a Match" or something like that. Is it like 3-gun rules where if you don't fire a shot, you get a reshoot?
You get 30 minutes to fix it if you don't fire a shot.
And then you get to take the beat over again?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have to take a 28-minute time for your stage?
No.
Oh, well, that's good.
But that video I posted on Instagram, that's the closest to Instagram famous I'll ever be, is that video of no firing pin. It's at 125,000 views.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. I can't believe that video has 125,000 views. That's insane.
It's always the weirdest videos.
Oh my God. Now I want to go look for it again. So your firing pin broke? Is that what happened?
It must have broke either the last time I practiced or while I took it apart and cleaned it and put it back together, because the last time I shot it, it worked. The first shots at IRC, there was no firing pin.
Man.
Luckily, Frank, my RO, and I think his name was Jess, some Danish guy who worked for Wilson Combat at one time. Frank gave me a firing pin, and Jess fixed it for me. And it took 28 of the 30 minutes. I was running back to the stage.
That's kind of the cool thing with shooting sports, though. If somebody's got a gun problem or a skinned up knee, somebody will run and grab them apart or get them a first aid kit and shoot the one-handed stage with both hands.
Oh, poor Nick. Poor Nick.
But I mean, that is a thing, you know. I mean, as soon as somebody's like, "Oh no, my trigger return spring broke on my Shadow 2," someone on the squad's gonna go, "I have one. You need it?"
Yeah, I've literally just lent out guns.
There was guys giving me guns too. I was like, well, I kind of want to shoot my own, but it's
right.
Like Craig Seymour, he was the match director. He was sitting. It was raining the entire day of day one, so they let us go inside the clubhouse to fix my gun. And he was just sitting there doing his match director thing, and it was getting to be about the time. So he set his gun right next to me. Says, "If you need a gun, here it is. Like, don't let your 30 minutes expire." Like okay,
right.
Thank you.
Right. We just are like, oh, here's this like $1,500 thing. Like, go give it back to me sometime. I guess whatever. Like, I got 4 of them sitting in this bag that I leave in the office every time I walk away. Okay, here's maybe a dumb question, but from shooting revolvers in USPSA, is there any way you would speed up revolver shooting in USPSA? Like, is there any special rules that you could think of that would make it so that revolver shooters don't have 400-second matches?
I don't know. I don't know if there is a way to do it. The only rule I'd really like is I'd like dots allowed in revolver class, but they kind of killed that last year.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. It's like, at this point, revolver, do whatever the fuck you want. But
yeah,
I was actually kind of thinking of the PCSL, the one-shot kill box thing they have.
Yeah, if you shoot an A head box, it counts as 2 alpha.
Right, something like that. or make it so that
But with iron sights, that would be hard.
Right. Well, you could make it so the 6-rounders, and alpha is it's one shot for the, and then the target's done or something like that. I don't know.
6-round revolver is dead in USPSA. Like,
right.
They get major power factor, but 2 less shots. It is absolutely not worth it.
No, it's
Right.
not the same as the difference between 8 and 10 in single stack.
No.
Well,
Like
yeah.
that's the only division where the question between major and minor was actually interesting. You know, guys would go with. Well, I know there were some guys who would go with a 45 and a 9mm, and there's also guys that would just go with. They just shoot a 40, and then they have They have minor and major ammo, and then when they get to the match, they decide what they're going to do. Because the caliber doesn't decide the capacity; it's the power factor that does. And that, I mean, if it could be like that in, say, limited optics, that would be interesting, you know. But I don't think anybody would give up the capacity.
No.
I mean, you can get 24, 25 in a magazine. I think most people can get 25 in the gun, I should say, on the start. Best I could ever get in my TAC Sport with 40 was 21. To get major, and it's way harder to shoot than the 9. I don't think I would ever shoot major.
Right. It would have to be a drastic difference, but
If it was a really hosey match, I probably would. Like if there's a lot of close targets, then I would. But if there's a lot of bar tight shit, I'm gonna have extra rounds.
Yep, or lots of steel.
Yep.
So Dustin, how long is this mental illness going to go on for?
It's a great question.
I know he owns a Prodigy, which is another mental illness.
In my defense, I bought that before everyone knew they were shit.
He was an early adopter. I will say that. Yeah, he was. I remember hearing about Robert Wyatt buying his, and I think Dustin even had one before Robert Wyatt did. So,
Yeah, I bought that right away because back in my first round of USPSA, I had a STI Edge, so I knew
Oh, hell yeah.
2011s.
yeah.
And in 40, shooting limited, because that's what everybody did back in
Yep.
2017. But yeah, I sold that to buy a scope to go shoot PRS.
That's the thing. I want to come back to PRS when we get done with Revolver because you're the first PRS guy who's actually shot a lot of PRS on our show, I believe. I was mistaken when I thought Ethan had shot a lot of it, but he's like, I've shot a handful of matches. I don't really know what I'm talking about. When I talked to him I can't remember what match I talked to him after he was on our podcast. He was like, I really didn't know anything, and you're asking me questions, and I work in a gun store, and I'm like, oh God, this is bad. But the really important question, Jeff has always loved the R8 Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, should I get one?
Absolutely. Come shoot the night match with me with it.
Yeah. Because didn't I
it'd be
drag
better
you
than
over
my
there,
last
Jeff,
time.
to show, like, because he had the one revolver you actually want.
Right. I don't remember.
We sent him a picture after he left and
That's
said
what it
this
was.
this
He already
almost
left.
beat you. That was my very first revolver match in the dark.
That's right. That's right. Now I was like, I don't remember playing with one because I've always liked the look of them, but I've never found one in the wild because they're.
That's not. It's
been
not
around
a 686. It's not one
Yeah.
you find on every shelf.
Yeah. But I've always liked them, but they've always been $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. And I'm like, oh, I could get another Shadow 2 or get this revolver I'll shoot like once a year, maybe twice a year at a Steel Challenge.
Yeah, they're sitting around like 1,400 right now, I think.
Oof.
What was the revolver you just bought on Saturday?
686 plus.
It was like a smaller one, though, or a shorter barreled one, right?
Yeah, 2.5-inch barrel, 7-shot.
7-shot.
Interesting.
I told him I dropped off his dots on Saturday, and when he told me he was getting a 7-shot 686, I was like, oh, I have speed loaders for you because I accidentally bought 7-rounders instead of 6-rounders for my 686. So I'm going to just give you those because I don't remember where I bought them, and I can't return them.
I almost didn't buy it because it's a 7-shot, and it's still weird to me. But
would you rather have 6 or 8?
I'd rather have 8.
Well, obviously 8, but I mean, I don't think they don't make a 686 and 8 round, do they?
No, but they make a 2.5-inch 627, which would be exactly like my competition gun with just a 2.5-inch barrel.
Oh.
Why did you want a 2.5-inch barrel?
Because I'm a retard and I want to carry it.
Well, that answers one of my questions.
Jeff, 179.
Autism.
Yeah.
Where the hose at? Not here. So,
Starting a performance center revolver collection.
Yes.
I actually have a revolver that I may or may not have bought from a local GM, and it's the Smith & Wesson Airweight 38 Special J frame. Worst fucking gun on the planet.
You should bring that up.
I owned one for a very short time.
You should bring that up for the dark match, and then before the match starts, while it's still daylight, we'll shoot it, and just like for sort of a reaction video to how bad it hurts.
Let's wait till it's dark and see if it makes fireballs.
It will. Oh,
well,
it will.
all revolvers do, but it'll be more fun to just watch the pain.
Well, and I basically keep it now because I don't want to subject anyone to the evilness that it is. And if anyone's like, I think I'm looking at a J-frame, I'm like, no. You're going to come to the range with me and you're going to shoot my J-frame. And you're going to be like, oh, I never want to buy one of these ever again. Like when a GM, top 20 in the nation GM who is built like a brick shit house and does jujitsu 4 days a week is like, this thing hurts my hand and I don't like it. Believe him. He's not lying to you.
Yeah. So actually, one of my first carry guns was a Ruger SP101, which is their 5-shot. It's a little bit bigger than a J-frame, and you can actually shoot it without destroying your hand.
Yep.
I'm looking at that 627 you were talking about. The MSRP on it is $1,329 for the Performance Center.
That's why I settled for the used 7-shot.
Oh, it was cheaper.
I also ordered an optic mount for it today, so there will be a gold Hollow Sun on it soon.
Fucking full retardation. Let's go.
407 comp on a carry gun. I love it.
I mean, I'm carrying a 407 comp, but that's for another day. Okay, you shoot the 327.
627.
627.
Fuck Smith & Wesson and their shitty
number only model numbers suck.
Okay, the only difference between a 327 and a 627 is the 627 is a steel frame and the 327 is a scandium frame. Other than that, they are identical.
Oh, I just my browser just happened to land on that, the TRR8. God, that is a gnarly looking revolver.
Yeah. They're awesome.
MSRP 1629. Jesus.
Yep. So, what's your favorite revolver? Like, it doesn't matter if you can buy it, whatever.
All time?
Like, yeah. What is your favorite revolver?
I really like my 627, but at Rushmore, when they had those spores on the demo table, I really want one.
What was that company? They were like the like one of the big sponsors of the match. What was that company called?
Oh, I don't remember. It's the guy that imports them in Wyoming, but I don't remember the name of the place. I have his business card in my wallet, but that's not in my pocket.
How do you spell spore? Oh, with an H.
SPOHR.
So it was the company that imports them that was the sponsor of the match. Because they also had a bunch of 2011s too.
Yes.
Spore also makes those?
That's a STP makes those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that revolver was so nice, but they also start at like $3,200.
You know what? Oof. I found out today when I was looking up this Sporting Clays guy who got suspended. You know, an $8,000 open gun ain't shit.
Not to shotgun people.
No, shotgun people turn their nose up at infinity. Because if you get a Krieghoff, what is it, K8, K08, something like that. You're starting at 15,000.
Brother, ugh.
Starting
for a 2-shot shotgun.
Yeah. For a double barrel break action shotgun. Is that what K80, that's what it is. K80. They're I looked on their website and the price listing this, and I'm guessing they're probably price fixed pretty hard. Yeah, they were between 15 and 23,000 for one of these fucking shotguns.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Like, fuck you, Infinity.
right. You broke bitches.
You got nothing on Krieghoff.
Yeah. Infinity, Atlas. Like, step your game up, boys. Don't you know? So,
but, damn.
So, with your autism, do you go into the history of it as well? Like, is that what brought you to it? Or was it full just, this is a dumb thing for me to do?
It was just for the dumb thing to do. I mean, I have a Ruger 357 Blackhawk too that I never ever shoot, but go play cowboy with. But
right, so you wouldn't have an opinion on the greatest revolver in history?
No,
I think Jeff has more opinion about that than any of us. What is it?
I mean, it's hard to go over past the Colt Dragoon. It literally started everything, but then you can get into like the Webley has probably killed a shit ton of people. The Nagant revolver has had to have killed millions of dissidents. Like, and that's if we're just going based off of the killing. The Smith & Wesson revolvers probably killed way more people than the Peacemaker did, but the Peacemaker looked better for movies. Speaking of movies, do you have a favorite movie revolver?
Is there one? I don't know of a movie revolver.
It's got to be Dirty Harry.
Oh, sure.
I mean,
the Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. What model was that?
29.
Yeah, probably 29. Okay.
I mean, I was going to go with Hellboy, but
Hellboy's good too. But I don't know that the Dirty Harry gun. You just can't deny that that's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Right. And did he fire?
Or the classic Joker
or
pulling that 16-inch revolver out of his pants.
That's definitely classic.
They don't really make blued revolvers anymore, do they?
No.
Nothing's blued.
It rusts too quickly.
Oh.
The new Colt Pythons are, but when I was buying this last one at Gary's the other day, there was a new Python, an old Python, and the old ones just look so much better than the new ones.
I always thought the Pythons were weird because the double action trigger is weird. My buddy Tyler has one, and I shot it, and I was like, okay, I get this is kind of a cool iconic revolver, but I like my 686 way better. Like, the trigger's way better. The cylinder release is way better. I can't believe I'm talking about revolver parts on our podcast right now.
Is it?
You have to pull it back.
Are you meant to?
Yes, I was just gonna say that the cylinder spins the opposite way of Ruger and Smith & Wesson, and you have to pull back the cylinder release.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I want to talk about rifles because you spent most of the last probably 8 years shooting PRS. I mean, this is the first year you've kind of gone hard with pistol shooting in a long time.
It is.
How long did you shoot PRS, and how good did you get?
It was about 8 years, and from the start to when I finished, I got a lot better, but I wasn't super serious about it, so everybody that I knew and shot with, they got better faster.
Oh, okay.
I did shoot a match in June just because my buddy Shane, his nephew, needed a partner for the team match, and I still laid out a 12-inch group at 1,550 yards.
God damn, that's amazing. And you have a 6 GT, is that what you shoot?
6 Dasher.
Or Dasher, that's what it is.
And a 6 Dasher is 6 BR, which is an old bench rest round with just a blown out shoulder for a little more velocity, a little heavier bullet.
So is everybody in that sport shooting 6mm cartridges pretty much?
A a large majority. 6.5 is starting to make a little bit of a comeback, and then there's a few guys that are shooting a 25 Creedmoor.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems a little. Wow. What's the heaviest bullets you get in 25? I don't even know.
131.
Oh, that's heavy enough.
Yeah, 6.5s are 130, 140. And there's a few like 150s out there. But
I got it switched up in my brain. 25 is bigger than 6. Never mind. I had it.
No, 25 is a 257. A 6.5 is 264. A 6 is 243.
Yeah, 6 is 243. Yeah. No, I had 25 and 6 backwards. Metric system fucks me up bad. Our European and Australian listeners will laugh at me for that. How much more important is the gear in that sport than it is in USPSA?
Oh, God. PRS is just a gear race, and everything you buy costs extra because PRS tax. So it used to be a scope, you'd spend about $1 a yard. And with inflation and all other fun things, it's gotten to be quite a bit more than that.
What is the most expensive scope that is regularly used? And what does it cost?
Night Force attackers are pretty popular. I don't even know what they're going for now. Probably high 2s, low 3s. I use Leupold Mark 5s. And I haven't spent more than $1,700 on mine, but I think they're going for about $2,200 now.
That's way less expensive than I thought it would be.
And I have 3 of them. Well, there's ZCOs and Tangent Thetas. They're going for around $4,000. A lot of people are using those.
But what's the difference between a $2,500 scope and a $4,000 scope?
It's not as much as you think. It's a lot of clarity and tracking, which are the two most important parts of it. But
clarity, I understand. Tracking, what do you mean? I don't understand that.
Because you're cranking those scope knobs constantly all day long, just making sure that it reliably goes back to 0. And
that as it's going up and down, it is accurate in those adjustments.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I don't dial ever. Like when Russia invaded Ukraine, and then App Store dropped anything Russian from the App Store, and I lost Strelock from my phone. I actually had it for the longest time, but then I allowed my phone to delete unused apps, and I hadn't used it in a while because I don't shoot rifle that often. But I had all this data in there, and I lost it all. And there's not, I can't find. And that app actually allowed you to do holdovers with scope reticles, and all the rest of them, like that Hornady Fordoff, whatever the fuck app that is. I am not autistic enough to run that goddamn thing. It makes no sense in my brain. I don't understand what I'm even doing.
I still have Strelock.
Oh, you lucky fucker.
But
I'm so
the
jealous.
Fordoff is becoming more popular. I'm still using Applied Ballistics with a Kestrel.
That's what I downloaded. That's the closest I've gotten to what my brain can handle. Or wait, no.
I've never used it.
Oh, yeah, Applied Ballistics.
There are people that are. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a nerdy question for a guy who doesn't shoot rifle. Do people use the mid powers? Because every time I've used a rifle, I'm either on low power or I'm on the highest power. I never use anything in the middle.
It depends what you're doing. Like all my Mark 5s are 5 to 25, and I'll spend all day on like 10 to 13 because you need to be able to find your targets out there. If you're zoomed way in, you're cutting out so much field of view, you spend all your time looking for the target.
Gotcha.
Another thing with scopes, when you're all the way in, they get darker and a little blurry when you're all the way in, even good ones. And when you back off a little bit from the max power, you're not buying the scope for the max power. This is not my original idea. I heard Adam Maxwell talk about this on the Vortex podcast one time. And I mean, it was a thing I knew, but I never thought about it the way he articulated it. You don't buy it for the max power. You buy it for the power you want. And then whatever is like 3x higher than that, that's what you need to buy, if that makes sense. So if you really need a 10 power, then get like a a 12 or a 14 power scope. Because then when you back it off, it gets brighter and clearer at the power you actually need.
So again, as someone who knows fucking nothing about...
Clearly by your silence after I got done saying that.
Yeah, no, I picked up what you was throwing down, but so let's say I wanted to go start. I want to shoot my local PRS match. I don't even know if there is one local to me.
Ainsworth.
Oh,
That's probably like in the middle between you and your dad's house. Close, probably. It's by Valentine.
Oh yeah, that'd be 3-4 hours.
And that's one of my favorite places to shoot, actually.
So, starting from scratch, how cheap could I? Like, I'm just trying to complete the day. Like, I know I'm not going to be competitive. I know I'm not like fighting for first. I just want to complete the day. What is my setup? Like, I'm starting from zero. My plan is to walk to Shields or drive to Shields, walk in and grab some shit off the shelf, put it together. Boom, let's go. What am I getting?
I would tell you to get a Ruger American in 6 Creedmoor, 6.5 Creedmoor, and a Vortex Viper PST.
Okay.
And you're probably going to...
I know what all those things are. I even own one of them.
Yeah, you're probably going to be around $1,500 into that. And
that's not bad.
You could shoot a match with that.
Like, I could finish a match and not feel like I was like, couldn't engage every target.
What power PST? Because they got a bunch.
Do they make like a 5 to 25? I don't even know.
They do 5 to 25 by 50.
Yeah, and you want first.
And that's not
focal
even that
plane.
expensive. You're looking at more like $1,200 by the time you're done with this, or $1,300 for that scope and rifle. Well, you got rings too, so yeah,
scope mount, couple magazines.
Yep. I forget about the magazines. Yeah, because I hunt with rifles. I don't shoot matches with rifles, so I do happen to have a couple of Magpul AICS mags for my rifles that I do have that run those. But it's just for convenience. I have 2 10-rounders and 1 5-rounder, and then the 2 3-rounders that came with my 2 Rugers that I now have. I'll save that for the Patreon. I had issues sighting in my 308 that I got last week that I was so happy about, and I had issues. It was fucking maddening. It was so maddening. And I started off as a rifle guy, and I've gotten so far away from it that, and I don't read stuff. I don't watch videos about rifles. I just buy them and use them, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm buying this off the shelf Ruger. It's, one of the most popular bolt action guns you can buy. But there's a thing you got to know about the scope mount. Okay, I'm just going to say it. The scope mount points down while the barrel's pointing up, and you need a taller, bigger scope to put on it than an old 1-inch 3 to 9 power hunting scope that I used to have on my old Savage. It's just not exactly the same thing. So buyer beware if you buy one of those. They're great. It's good. I'm happy with it, but I had to put the one giant scope I have, I had to put on this fucking gun, and I didn't want to. But all right, I'm done ranting.
Good. This is that rifle autism shit that I'm just like, we're
everything's so complicated with rifles. It's like the whole time I'm dealing with it, like I'm trying to get this thing sighted in, and like brand new rifles. I don't know if this is true for you, Dustin, but what I find, it was the same with my dad's 7mm when I was working with that, and same thing with this thing. When they're brand new, like never been shot, they work good for about 10 rounds, and then they start to suck.
Yeah, I just run a bunch of rounds through them just to get it over with.
Yeah, and you literally, how many rounds do you have to run through a rifle to get it to where it's just like, okay, it's going to be the same now, no matter how long it's been since you cleaned the barrel?
You want the PRS answer? A barrel will stop speeding up around 200 rounds.
It'll stop speeding up?
the velocity will settle in and stay the same after around 200 rounds.
Oh, okay. I just noticed the accuracy goes to shit.
Well, yeah, and accuracy. Well, you're getting all these different velocities and everything. It's going to affect your accuracy. But a barrel will. It does take a while to settle in. I mean, if I'm going to compete with it, I put 200 rounds on it before I'll take it to a match. If I'm going hunting, I'm not going to do that.
No,
my hunting rifle probably doesn't even have 200 rounds on it.
No, but like, and this is going to be a hunting rifle for me and my son, but at the same time, I want it to, like, and that was the thing with my dad's rifle. Once I cleaned the barrel, it's going to be good for 10 rounds. So that's good enough to go hunting with. But this thing, I kind of wanted to, like, just go blast prairie dogs with it because I got a bunch of 308 FMJs laying around. I was going to load a bunch up for me and my son to go blast with, and when I realized, oh, this thing's going to be a pain in the balls, it's not making the trip this week when we go camping. So just 223s and 6 arcs and 6 Creedmoors to shoot prairie dogs with, unfortunately.
And revolvers.
And revolvers. You shot, did you hit any with your revolver?
I shot 4 prairie dogs with my revolver when I was out at Rushmore.
What range?
Between 20 and 70 yards.
Gee, you got one at 70 with your revolver?
I just ripped 3 rounds at it and hoped, and I got lucky.
Oh. That's pretty tough. If you're new to the prairie dog shooting game, do not go with a 1-6 scope. You will have a bad time because prairie dogs are small. And you may think 6 power is enough. It's not, especially if you're shooting a 223. It was my buddy Jeremy had a hell of a time when we went shooting, and I was like, hey, you want to try my 6 Creedmoor? He's like, sure. And it has a 4-14 old Burris M-TAC on it. And he shoots one and dusts it. He's like, wow, that's easy. But yeah, no, rifles they're fun, but God, they're frustrating. Cause like, I don't have the patience or the autism to like make this load perfect. And I'm going to trickle in all the powder and I want to just rip a handle on my Dillon and load pistol ammo to a velocity. And I don't really care about its accuracy that much because it's going to be good enough no matter what, you know?
Yeah, there's something wonderful about going downstairs and cranking out 400 rounds of pistol ammo when it takes you 3 nights after work to load 200 rounds to go shoot a rifle match.
Yeah. Oh, it's tedious. And just working up the loads for, I actually was working up loads for my M1 last week and found out that I loaded up 250 grain loads, and the hotter one was wildly inaccurate compared to the slower one. But then I just tried one random load for 168 grain, and it was fucking money. So, and that's shooting just irons at 100 yards. So it's a little more on the shooter than the gear when you're doing that, but that was kind of fun. Shooting that thing, because that barrel's been shot a lot. I didn't have to break it in. But, well, what else, Jeff? Do we have anything else we need to ask Dustin?
Dustin, have you ever thought of shooting a revolver rifle?
Oh, PCC Nationals next year.
So there's not a revolver rifle, but lever action.
No, there's a revolver rifle. There's a revolver rifle.
I remember seeing one at Shields when I first got into guns. What is the revolver rifle?
Taurus makes them.
Is that who it is?
That's who makes a modern one. There used to be an old one.
Oh yeah, Heritage and Rossi.
Cimarron Arms makes a 45 long Colt one, but it's good. It's like a revolver with a buttstock on it. But yes, there is a revolving rifle. They're in 45 Colt normally. Yeah, they're retarded. They're made by Rossi or Rossi's a subset of Taurus, but that would be hilarious if you shot PCC Nationals with a revolving rifle.
Well, that thought never crossed my mind. I have thought about lever actions. There's a guy on Instagram that makes speed loaders for them, but they're like $100 a piece.
Yeah, and you're
and they got
hoping
Well, I guess those are gate loaded. Like my son was so disappointed. He was so excited to shoot his 22 lever action in Steel Challenge, and because it loads from the tube, you can't.
I don't even can you shoot?
I don't know if there's a gate loaded 22.
There are some, not many. There's a handful because it's even in the Steel Challenge video. Some dude shooting a lever action, but it has a gate, loading gate instead of the tube. The one he has, his Henry. You still have to put your hand out on the end to take the tube out, which is the problem. You're technically not flagging it, but it's still against the rules.
Yep.
But then there's like a little slot in the tube. You don't have to go to the end of the tube to load it. You can just drop them in this little slot. But it's such a fun little gun to shoot too. He was so disappointed, but I would totally put a dot on it for him.
My Henry 357 has the tube load or the gate load.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the big boy?
I have the Big Boy X, which is
threaded
threaded one.
barrel.
Oh God, you have the tactical lever action.
Yes.
Let's go.
Subsonic 38s and a red dot and a suppressor.
God, that's fun. I shot Tyler's.
Making fun of pistol cans earlier. That's what mine is on.
No, that's the only pistol can that is useful.
No. I was not making fun of pistol cans. I was making fun of pistols with suppressors.
Cans. Yes.
Yeah, because
pistol caliber cans on rifles are awesome.
Because like that's deep lore for the show or whatever. But when I was looking at suppressors, I was thinking of getting a pistol suppressor, and then I actually ran into Joel Park at the range, and he does a lot of training with people who kill people for the government, and he goes, they don't work. You'll get like 2 or 3 mags out of it, then it will start gumming up, and then it stops working. Never put a suppressor on a tilting barrel pistol. I was like, noted.
The only reason I have mine is because Silencer Co. used to do like Black Friday sales where they would buy one, get one free. So I bought a hybrid 46 and I got a free 9mm can.
Ooh. I shot Tyler's, he's got the same rifle as you, had a dot on it, had the can on it, and I'm shooting 38s at plates, and I'm like, wee, this is fun. And he's like, shoot the dirt. And I'm still just shooting the plates. He's like, no, shoot the dirt. And I shot the dirt, and the only noise I heard was the sound of the hammer falling and the bullet hitting the dirt. So when people say silencers don't actually silence anything, well, some of them do.
If you have a
subsonic pistol round, they can.
If you have a subsonic pistol round with a locked breech, yes, and a big enough suppressor, yes, they can work great.
They can.
If you're a thumb-size suppressor on a PPK in a Bond movie, that doesn't work.
No, that's not. But a can on a 45, they can get close. Like, what was that pistol that Tom Nelson always talks about? He's got one. The HK Mark 23, is it? Or 24?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
That was literally built to be a suppressed pistol.
Yeah, and his isn't, but the one they actually used in the military, they could lock the slide so it wouldn't eject the case.
Yep.
It was literally the definition of an offensive handgun.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means.
Assassinations.
Yes, because you want to break out a pistol the size of a small submachine gun.
Hey, if you're sneaking in, it'll do the job.
Maybe I should get a Nagant revolver and suppress that.
Well,
hell yeah, brother.
There's been plenty of those done with 22s. Wasn't that the big thing in World War II?
No. So the Nagant was specifically made so when you pull the trigger, the cylinder actually closes on the breech, and then the rounds, the brass is longer than the bullet. And so the brass like goes around the breech, so it shoots the round, and it keeps all the gas from going out the cylinder gap.
I ran into these Russian dudes at the range one day out at Big Sioux, and he's like, "Would you like to shoot my rifle? My
Are they
revolver?"
still around?
I don't know, but I was. Do you met them too?
I remember them back when I started USPSA.
Yeah, it was
two
way
Russian
back,
guys,
like in the 20
older
teens,
and a younger guy. Yeah.
Yep.
There's an older guy, younger. They weren't related, which I thought they were like father and son.
No,
these two Russians
Two Russian
they
guys
shot
who lived in Sioux
Revolver.
Falls and knew each other. And he's like, would you like to shoot my revolver? And I'm like, yeah. And then he just gave me one of the cartridges. It was the weirdest thing. Now that you're saying that, yeah, the brass came past the bullet.
Yep.
And I used to have it on my reloading bench, and I lost it. I don't know where it went, but it's crazy.
Another funny story about that guy. He gave me his brand new Ruger 454 Cazul after a USPSA match, and then I shot his chronograph with it.
Like you shot the chronograph?
So back in the olden
I've
days,
done
you
that.
had the sunshade with the sticks in the. I shot one of the sticks. I didn't shoot his chronograph.
That's nothing. I shot my dad's chronograph.
I have an old RCBS bullet-shaped chronograph with 2 bullet holes in it.
My dad made the mistake of his instruction to me was shoot it right over the top. Well, that sounded like shoot it as close as possible to the box without shooting the box. And I'm brand new to shooting pistols at this time. I mean, this is like 2012, 2013. And so I'm pulling the trigger on that Glock slowly, and I'm nervous. Don't shoot it. Bang, it goes off. I jerk the trigger. Boom, it tips over. Parts are flying everywhere. My dad's pissing himself laughing. I'm pissed off because I'm like, God damn it, now I owe this $110 fucking chronograph, motherfucker. God damn it, fuck. And he's like, I don't even want you to pay me back. That was worth every penny. And so I didn't have to pay for his new chronograph. But, yeah. Well, Dustin, this was a hoot. Thank you for coming on and talking Revo retardation with us. It was enlightening. And, I mean, by the way, Dustin does own semi-automatic pistols. I've shot matches with him when he's got a Glock 34. You still own that 34, right?
I do. I actually looked it up before. We shot our first match together July of 2014 or something.
Was it really?
So my practice score only goes back to 92 matches, and that was when I was shooting the STI.
Did I beat you or did you beat me?
I'll find it back.
I
beat you. I beat you the first few matches, and then you came back the next spring, and you must have practiced or something because I didn't. July 3rd, 2016 was the first match we shot together.
Wow. 2016. That was 10 years ago. Holy shit.
And I was shooting an STI at that time because I'm limited major. So I shot a year or two before that.
This is kind of a fun game to play. How many are on your match history? How many matches? I'm guessing Jeff has more than us.
Mine shows 92, but it doesn't go back further than 2014.
Mine shows 197. That's because I don't think practice score existed before 2014, did it?
Yeah, they were using practice score when I showed up the first time at Big Sioux.
There's a next button at the bottom. I found more.
Are you guys just on practice score or
yeah?
Go to your dashboard on practice score.
Go to the dashboard on practice score.
And recent events, correct?
Yes.
280.
Holy shit.
I don't know. And
Dang.
all I did was click on it. My first match was April 2nd, 2017.
My first match is May 1st, 2016. On there.
Mine is a Wednesday night steal at Canton.
Oh.
September 10th, 2014. But I know I was shooting matches before that.
This is kind of funny. The match I shot May 1st, 2016, Caleb Giddings shot in that match.
I saw that too.
He was shooting single stack and got 6th overall. Everybody else was shooting limited or open above him. I got 5th. Oh, wait. I didn't show up to that match because I had no score. So apparently I registered and didn't make it.
How far we have fallen. My club, my first match, we had 92 shooters at a local match in April. I finished 49th.
Wow. That's interesting you say that because this match I'm looking at, the first one I looked at that I was registered for, there were 55 shooters. And it started with COVID. When COVID hit, like the numbers around here dropped off a cliff. And the most we would ever have at a match would be like 40. And then last year it got better. Like I remember Sioux Falls had more And then this year they're close to sold out most of the matches, not all of them. Weather
today was pretty light.
Was it a little light today?
Yeah, there's 30 some.
Yeah, it's been over 60 most of the year. So the previous match was like around 50 or so. But I mean, it's also later in the year. Like there's people that have dropped off, but like the first bunch of matches were full. No, that's kind of a fun thing to do. All right, well, Dustin, thank you so much for doing the show. It was fun talking about your disability, and we hope we can help others with the same affliction. But
we gotta spread it. I don't want to be the only one.
But then again,
patient zero.
If you just stay that millennial hipster who's still shooting the Revo, maybe you'll get a few more 100,000 view videos on Instagram, and you'll become a thing. Not just.
You didn't even answer my Snapchat. Like, I rode my Triumph to go buy revolvers.
He has a Triumph motorcycle. It's pretty fucking cool, though. Like, it's so cool. It's not even like hipster, I think. But like, I like motorcycles, so I guess that was my thing. But like, I already know you had a Triumph, so riding your Triumph to go buy a revolver wasn't really. I don't know. It wasn't newsworthy.
Just expected.
It was like, yeah, Dustin's doing a thing. Like
side questing.
Yeah. Anyway,
best quest.
Dustin, thanks for joining us this week. He is Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show.